What is going on, everyone? I kind of just want to give a little shout out to Derrick Rose and what he did last night. Dropped 50 points, and come on, I mean, his story, everything he's been through, the injuries, what he was in this league at one point with the explosiveness and the dominance. You could just see in his emotion. He was crying on the court, the way that his teammates embraced him in the locker room after the game. I mean, it was just an awesome story to see as he goes out there and dominates and looked like the old self. It looked like the old D Rose before the injury, and I mean, you gotta feel for someone like that. The way that he's battled adversity, it's not been an easy road, and to be able to be that dominant once again, I mean, everyone should be rooting for him in this story because it is just tremendous the way that he battled through and he gets the job done. He seals the deal with a W at the same time. It just has to feel good. It's just old school vintage D Rose. You see him doing spinoramas, dribbling the basketball behind his back, making some sweet passes, going to the hoop hard. I mean, it was legitimate old school D Rose that we were used to seeing. It was just tremendous. I love it. I love the fact that he has that type of confidence, that type of swagger to go out and do something like that. Hopefully he can build off of it consistently and go out there and provide that type of spark now. You know, one game like that, 50 points we're talking about. This isn't just a nice 32-point night. This is 50 points that he provided for this team. His shooting percentage was nice. It was all around an impressive night for Derrick Rose, and I'm happy for him. The emotion. You don't break down like that unless it truly means something to you. He never gave up. He always continued to battle every single day. I mean, he heard the critics, and you look at his timeline of injuries. The knee injuries, the explosiveness was never the same. And he had to hear it through the critics. I mean, he was on a whole nother level of dominance when he was in the league playing for the Bulls. D Rose back then was must-watch television every single night. Honestly, it was. His explosiveness wasn't even matched. I mean, honestly, the comparison is like a Russell Westbrook, but it was different. It was unique. It was his style to it. And to see it a little bit last night, it made me smile, made me sit back and just say, damn, you know, those are the type of stories that just makes you feel good. This guy battled through so much. And then he puts on a performance like that and he just breaks down because he knows how much that means to him. As a fan, you watch him break down like that after a career night. You just know how much and how special that was to him individually because he battled through it every day in practice. Every time he touches the basketball, every time he goes on the floor, you're telling me he's not thinking about the old vintage D Rose? Of course he is. Of course he is. And I hope that this can kind of spiral into a good snowball effect for him where he can go out there and dominate. Listen, and in Minnesota, there's all this drama, Jimmy Butler, blah, 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 this, that, Andrew Wiggins, cat. He said, nah, I'll step up. I'll step up. And that's exactly what he did. And it was remarkable. It was remarkable to see last night. Let me know what you think down below about D Rose dropping 50.